This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of August 2nd, 2022. I'm Gary Dick. Global auto giant Stellantis says it will invest a total of nearly $100 million in 3 of its North American plants, including the Kokomo casting plant. The company says the investment will fuel production of a new 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that will power 2 future hybrid electric vehicles. Meantime, Columbus-based Cummins is investing $24 million into Volt Storage, a Germany-based startup focused on environmentally friendly energy storage systems. Founded in 2016, Volt Storage develops and produces energy storage systems for commercial and agricultural use. A global mobility company with roots in the Pulaski County town of Winnemac is marking 2 big milestones. Carmel-based Braun Ability, currently celebrating its 50th anniversary by building 50 ADA-accessible wheelchair ramps for individuals who otherwise don't have a safe way to get out of their homes. Additionally, the company took home the $1 million prize in last week's Inclusive Design Challenge from the U.S. Department of Transportation for a project conducted in partnership with Purdue University. Senior Brand Manager Megan Wegner.
It was the government's first ever Inclusive Design Challenge, and basically challenged companies to come up with a prototype of the future of autonomous inclusive travel. And so we did win that, and that $1 million will go to funding that research and development.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community, and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
A Republican-backed bill that would ban virtually all abortion in Indiana enters the next round of debate today, while hospitals and physicians across the state push back.
Senate Bill 1, which narrowly passed the Indiana Senate over the weekend, seeks to ban abortion at conception except for narrow exceptions for fatal fetal anomalies, rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Lawmakers in the House are scheduled to take up the measure in a day-long committee hearing today. Republican House Speaker Todd Huston said yesterday there are a lot of issues that were brought up in the Senate. Now, lawmakers in the House want to take a closer look at those ideas and concerns. The Indiana Hospital Association, which represents more than 170 hospitals throughout the state, called for the General Assembly to ensure physician protections, citing concerns Indiana is, quote, creating an atmosphere that will be perceived as antagonistic to physicians. Doctors and nurses, representing groups including the Indiana State Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, all oppose the measure as well. The House Courts and Criminal Code Committee is scheduled to take up the bill, and Republican Committee Chairperson Wendy McNamara of Evansville did not indicate how long the committee expects to hear testimony on the bill, saying only that public comments will be heard throughout the day. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Phoenix-based Carvana will today host a hiring event to fill more than 100 positions at its vehicle inspection center in Greenfield. The e-commerce used vehicle retailer says open positions range from entry-level to experienced. Butler University has named Khalila Shabazz Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer. She'll report directly to Butler President James Danko and be part of his cabinet. Political analyst Abdul Hakim Shabazz is my guest this week on the Business and Beyond podcast, presented by PNC. It's a weekly conversation with achievers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond, and you can download it at Apple or wherever you find your podcasts. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.